Morning, my dear students, and welcome back to the moral science class. I know after a gap of a week, we people are coming across with the second part of this chapter, which I have taken for you, and you might be feeling that why such a big gap is there. It was for some unavoidable reasons, and now let's move on to the next part. But before that, as I always tell you, quick revision is a very good thing. And about goal setting, we people have studied in the previous video, and in that I have already told you that basically when we talk about the goal setting, it is very necessary for every human being that they should set a goal in their life to make their life purposeful. And in that goal setting, there are certain things that you have to keep in your mind because it's a journey. Okay, goal setting is a journey actually, and a journey which continues in our life. And some activities I told you to perform. One activity was to walk aimlessly, and another activity was to have with an aim in mind. And then I told you that to find out how they both differ from each other, what difference you found in those two. Then I told you that it is a next activity was something to be done in the class which we could not do, and maybe if we come across again we will do it once in the class also. And there were certain lines which I have said to you very clearly, been said by Nietzsche, like if one knows the why of life, he will be able to live anyhow. So it's very necessary that why we are there, what is the purpose of our existence, what is the goal of our life, that is very very important. So now let's continue with the chapter, and the next point I'll be reading out is what is a goal. Now when we talk about what is a goal, as it has been mentioned in your book, I hope you all might have purchased a book by now, so please open up page number 7 of yours. In it is given what is a goal. A goal is the result or achievement toward which effort is directed. It could be defined as: first, a target; second, an aspiration with an aim or purpose; a dream with a deadline and an action plan; fourth, the roadmap on your way to success. Yeah, when we talk about goal, it is something that is done where it's the result, it is a result of something for which you had put an effort. Okay, did you understand? Effort for something, result is the goal. So we can say a target, we can say a dream, an aspiration which is having a purpose. We can also say that it's a dream which is having a deadline, means an ending, a time limit is there. Yes, I have to do this and my plan of action will be like this. It can be like a roadmap, what I have to go through to reach to that. An aim in life is not an immediate objective, like becoming an engineer or doctor, but an ideal that gives directions to our life. The higher and the nobler the ideal, the more meaningful life becomes. A person can have goals such as serving others, fighting against injustice, helping the younger generation, striving for world peace, spreading positive values, um, ameliorating the health condition of people, working for environmental preservations, okay, what not. All of us want to make the world a better place in one way or another. We must put the knowledge we acquire through the great education we receive to solve real world problems. We must be ready to cooperate and collaborate with others in order to solve the world's greatest problems. For this, we need to share a vision, a representation of something greater, a belief that gives purpose and a cause. My dear students, when we talk about a goal, it is never an immediate thing. Like, say, for example, those who have taken maths or those who have taken bio or commerce, you might have taken with some goal, with an intention that I want to become a CA, I want to become a doctor, I want to turn out into a surgeon, or I want to be a special, I want to do specialization in so and so field, or otherwise I want to be an engineer, or I want to be an IS, or whatever may be. But you all know that it never happens just immediately. Means it's not like You just close your eyes and open, and you will become an engineer, or you'll become a doctor or a CA. Step by step process is there. A lot of efforts have to be put. And types of goals have been, not types of goals means what all things people can make as goals in their life. There are so many who want to do work for others. There are so many who want to fight against injustice. They want to become activist or something or like that. Or some are there who want to mold the younger generations. Means they can go into teaching or guiding, counselors, etc. Then some want to work for world peace, some want to spread positivity within the people, and some want to talk about the health conditions of the people, ameliorating or means trying to bring into the things, working for environmental preservations, like working hard for the safety and for the well-being of the environment. Everyone wants that the world in which they are living, it should be a better place to live in. And it is necessary that the knowledge that you have got through education, you must put into solving these kind of problems which are related to world existence. We should be ready to be cooperative in nature. We should learn to collaborate, means to work with other people in order to solve the great problems. So we need to share a vision. Vision means we should have a kind of a common aim, a representation of something greater, and a belief that gives us purpose and a cause. Let us go to the next part. It is that which is called as make that one idea your goal. You might be having many ideas in your brain, but then make that one idea your goal means to be focused on something. Have a clear vision of what you want to achieve in life. Convert that vision into one idea. That is your goal, your target. Make that one idea your life. Let your whole being, your mind, heart, muscles, and nerves be full of that idea. Direct every thought, every emotion, and every activity of yours towards the attainment of that goal. Take up your chosen idea and give your whole life to it. Okay. It means that don't be very fluctuative. If you have taken a particular subject to become something, that should be your target. That is your goal. That idea of becoming an engineer is your goal. The idea of becoming a doctor is your goal. It is your target. And your entire being, every inch of yours, must be put into that account. Your mind, your muscles, your nerves, every activity must be focused on that very fact. Every emotion, every feeling of yours must be focused on that fact that yes, I want to become this. That is the only, like how it is given, no? That if you stay focused to one thing, leaving all the rest of the things around you, forgetting about the existence of the rest of the things, there is maximum chances of reaching to your goal, to your deadline. Let's come to the next part. That is, make it a smart goal. Okay. Nowadays is the world of smart things, smart gadgets, smart people. So let's think about this smart goal also. Make it a smart goal. Any goal you set must be smart enough. Let it be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. Yeah, these points are very necessary. So, now did you get the full form of that SMART goal? SMART, S for specific, M for measurable, A for attainable, R for relevant, and T for time bound. So, what does this stand for? First one, specific. The goal you choose should be clear and well defined. It should not be a vague or generalized goal. It must show you the way and it must be easy to get there. Okay, if you have set a goal, like I want to go into defense, that is your goal. It must be very clear and well defined. Means nothing should shake you from that. It should not be unclear, vague, or a general thing like You are in 11th standard, you had a feeling that yes, I want to go into defense, and the moment you completed your class 12th and you entered into the college life and you saw uh, the exposure of the life outside, and all your aim of going into the defense evaporated. That must not happen. It should be very specific. Then the second one, measurable. Your goal must be such that you can measure your degree of success. It should therefore include precise amounts, numbers, dates, and so on. You must be able to measure your goal. You might be thinking, how to measure the goal? Measuring the goal means how much percentage of success do you feel you will be able to get? You should be very clear about it. A precise calculation. That is very necessary. Yes, this much, this date, I must achieve. That is measured. Like, say, for example, you decided on Saturday, by Saturday, I must complete my chemistry, my accountants, or my accountancy 2 chapters. So you have measured and kept, yeah, this date, this day, I have to complete these two. And when you have done, you have properly measured it. Attainable. Your goal has to be something that has a reasonable chance of achieving. By all means, you should make sure that your goal is high enough, but not so high that it is practically impossible to attain it. Yeah. Don't turn into a Sheikh Chili. You know Sheikh Chili, I hope so. The one who always dreamt of things which he could never achieve. We all are having limited resources. We all must know our limitations. This is very necessary, my dear children. Very necessary. We all are having our own limitations. Limitation of strength, limitation of intelligence, limitation of finances. We are having our own limitations. So we must know about those limitations and then think about a goal which we can attain, which we can achieve. We will think very high. And then if we are not able to achieve, what it will bring to us? Frustrations. Spoiling our entire life. So be very careful about it. Relevant. Your goal should be relevant to the direction you want. It must help you to focus, to concentrate on the thing you target. Yeah. Relevant means which is clearly visible to you, related to. Okay, so your goal should be something which should be very clearly taking you to the direction where you have to go to reach to that end point. It not be a zigzag pathway that you go sometime here, sometime there, sometime here, sometime there. You will be lost. So you need to focus and to concentrate. It must help you in that. Time bound. The last letter of that SMART. Have a starting time and a deadline for the goal you choose. It gives you a sense of urgency. Yes, this is very important. Like, exams are there. Today you thought, okay, my English paper is there as the first paper. So my paper is on 26th. I will start on 20th my studies of English. And I will complete it within 2 days, means 20 and 21. And when you decide this 20 and 21, stick to it. If you don't, your English paper will be with a big zero. That is very necessary part, time bound. Let your life be bounded with that time boundary. Then only it will work successfully. Now come to the part which is necessary to be known to you, that is type of goals. Types of goals. Goals can be first short term, second mid term, third long term. Now what are these things? Short term. Normally set up to 1 year. The target of passing class 11 with an A grade is a short term goal. It can be split up into shorter term goals like monthly goals, daily goals, etc. Midterm, up to 3 years. A graduation course is a midterm goal. long term, up to 5 years. Goals can be longer than 5 years. Then they become a purpose of life. Okay, now what is the short term? First type. Short term means for a very short period of time. Okay, like within 2 weeks, I want to complete off this portion. Or if someone is in job, within a month or within 2 months, I have to complete this project. So it's a very short period of time you have to do. Or you have decided that 11th standard I want to pass out with a very good percentage. That's a short period. Then midterm, 3 years. At least for 3 years time you have given to yourself for reaching to that goal. That is midterm. Long term is specified to be of 5 years, but it can be longer than that. Then it has been said about the obstacles that comes in the goal setting. Let's see about those obstacles that comes in the goal setting. Okay, that obstacles are: the fear of failure is a major obstacle that prevents many people from setting goals. Other blocks that keep people away from aiming at their targets are, listen carefully, a lack of ambition, limited thinking, a lack of desire for a fulfilled life, procrastination, a low self esteem, ignorance of goal setting dynamics. Yes, my dear students, we spoke about all the goal settings. But what is that hinders this goal settings? What brings failures? The first one is the failure itself, the fear. The fear that, oh, if I am not able to do, what will happen? That is the worst part. Lack of ambition. There are so many people I have come across who don't have any ambition in their life. They just live their life because they are living. That's the worst thing. Limited thinking. You need to always update yourself. There are a lot of things happening around, so you must know about it. A lack of desire for a fulfilled life. If you get 3 times meal, you're happy with it, and you don't want anything further, that's very nice. But why not think of something beyond it? Something about making life even more happier. Procrastination. Procrastination is one of the worst attitude that the people develop, that is doing or postponing the work for the next day. Oh, tomorrow we will do. Oh, not tomorrow, then day after tomorrow we will do it. Then a low self-esteem, no confidence in oneself. Confidence is very important thing. Ignorance of goal setting dynamics. As I told you, for setting the goals, there are certain aspects to keep in mind. So people, those who don't know what they have to do to set the goals, they generally find the goal setting missing in their life. Now let's see the golden rules for successful goal setting. Successful goal setting. Okay. First one, set goals that motivate you. Yeah. It is very necessary that you should know what you want. Why you want to do this? If you get the answer for that why, that means that thing which you want to do has motivated you. Why? Then the second one, by all means, make sure your goal is high enough. However, it has to be within your power to make it happen through your own actions. Yes. Make it a quality one. And think such thing which you can make possible. Third, the goal you choose must be clearly defined and must have a specific plan of action. Yes. If you have thought, I have come across many students, those when I say that what you are planning to do, and then they tell me step by step, after this I am planning to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. That's the plan of action. And there are so many whom when I ask, they say that I haven't thought about it till now. Life gives you 24 hours to think over daily. So think, make a plan of action. A goal cannot contradict any of your other goals. Yes. They should not be like keep on clashing with something else of yours goals. They must not. Then make an action plan, make time bound to-do list, and write out each step, cross each one off as you complete it. You might feel that it is so childish to say like that, but it is really true. In a piece of paper, you just note down or stick it up on the wall and note down what all things you want to do, and then as you do it, let that be a reminder. As you do it, just strike it off. It helps you to stay focused, to concentrate. And then it comes set your goals in writing. Yeah. And while you write, things that you have to remember. Write your goal in the positive instead of the negative. Very positively. I will be an engineer in 4 years. It is very specific, very focused. It shows that I want, you feel right and I want to be an engineer. It means that मैं बनना चाहता हूँ. But what I said earlier, I will be an engineer. मैं engineer बनूंगा. One was चाहता हूँ. One says that I will be. That's what is more necessary. There should not be any might or would be. It should be will. Then stick with your goal. That is very necessary thing. Don't keep on fluctuating. Today something, tomorrow something, day after tomorrow something. Stick to your goal. Obstacles will be there, but stick to your goal. And the last point, review your goals daily. Means daily do assessment of your goal. Make a recall of what you have thought and do accordingly. My dear students, this brings us to the end of this chapter, goal setting. Kindly go through the questions, and as per your examination, very soon your examination is going to start, your midterm exam, and it will be in the month of October, and you kindly be prepared for the moral science exam as well, which will be in MCQ pattern. From inside the book the questions will be coming, so notes, you have to do the preparation for it. Read the lessons thoroughly. Till then, till we meet again, goodbye and stay.